अनमोल है, खुशियाँ बांटे, अच्छा रोल है। कल को आसान बनाने के लिए आज आपको कड़ी मेहनत करनी ही पड़ेगी।
Have you ever wondered where the energy that powers your everyday life comes from? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? The answer lies largely in natural resources. Two of the most significant of these resources are coal and petroleum. They fuel our vehicles, light up our homes, and keep our cities running. They are the silent, unseen engines driving the world around us. But what exactly are coal and petroleum, and how do they become usable energy? Picture this. We have an inquisitive student. Let's call him Eddie. Eddie's got a big science test coming up on natural resources. He's up late, staring at his textbook, lost in the world of coal and petroleum. He scratches his head, looking puzzled. He whispers to himself, "So, old plants turn into coal, and then we burn it, and petroleum? It's just really old squished plankton?" Suddenly, Eddie's eyes widen in realization. He jumps up, rummages through his cupboard, and pulls out a bag of garden soil and a can of sardines. With a grin, he says, "I'll just make my own." He dumps the soil into a pot and squishes the sardines into it. After a few moments of intense staring, he sighs. This might take a while. And that's Eddie, folks. He may not have quite nailed how natural resources work, but you've got to admire his enthusiasm. Now let's get back to the science and unravel the mystery of coal and petroleum. Coal, a black or brownish-black sedimentary rock, has been fueling our world for centuries. But how did this ancient power source come to be? It all starts with plant matter, which over millions of years decomposes into a substance known as peat. Given even more time and under the right conditions of heat and pressure, this peat transforms into coal. The age, temperature, and pressure determine the type of coal formed. Lignite, the youngest coal, evolves into bituminous and then anthracite, the oldest and most energy-dense variety. Once extracted from the earth, coal is converted into energy in a process called combustion. Essentially, it's burned, and the heat generated is used to boil water, creating steam. This steam spins a turbine, generating electricity. So coal is a powerful, albeit non-renewable source of energy. But what about petroleum? Petroleum, also known as crude oil, is a liquid found within the earth. This viscous black gold is not a product of recent times, but a relic from millions of years ago. Imagine tiny marine organisms thriving in the ancient seas. Over time, these organisms died, sank to the sea floor, and were covered by layers of mud and sand. Under intense heat and pressure, these remains transformed into what we now know as petroleum. Now, let's fast forward to the modern era. We extract petroleum from the earth through a process called drilling. Once we've tapped into this liquid treasure, it's transported to refineries where it's converted into a plethora of products. We're talking gasoline to power our cars, diesel for our trucks, and jet fuel to keep our planes soaring in the skies. Petroleum, like coal, is a non-renewable resource that plays a crucial role in our energy consumption. From transportation to manufacturing, it's clear that petroleum truly powers our world. So, we've delved into the fascinating world of coal and petroleum, two of the natural resources that power our lives. Let's do a swift recap, shall we? We started our journey with coal, a black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that's primarily composed of carbon along with various other elements like hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, and nitrogen. We learned how it forms over millions of years from the remains of plants in swampy areas, a process known as carbonization. We then discussed how it's extracted from the earth through surface mining or underground mining and its various uses, from electricity generation to steel production and even as a liquid fuel. Next, we explored petroleum, a naturally occurring liquid found beneath the Earth's surface. It's formed from tiny sea creatures that lived millions of years ago, a process known as diagenesis. We talked about drilling as the primary method of extraction and how it's refined into various products, from gasoline and diesel to jet fuel and heating oil. But remember, both coal and petroleum are non-renewable resources. That means once we use them up, they're gone forever. It's crucial that we use these resources wisely and strive for more sustainable alternatives wherever possible. Remember, understanding our natural resources is the first step towards responsible consumption. For more information, feel free to reach out to Anil Sir at Students' Care Center on 9999060986.